Oh, yeah. It's time, baby. Uh-huh. Macho Head. 84. Mega Power Hour. Coming at you. Friday night tradition. We're coming out. We got a very exciting show. A special guest. We're going to initiate a new member into the NWO, dude. Very exciting. But first up, this wouldn't be the Mega Power Hour without my main man, the other half of the Mega Powers, B.I.G. Big Check.
I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. As it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Real professional. You gotta take a stand.
Well, you know what time it is now, dude. It's Friday motherfucking night, our episodical beginning, dude. You got the fucking mania. You got the madness, brother. And when you form it together, it brings the mega power action, dude. And we got a mega power action pack guest member tonight, dude. This guy has really took a couple bumps in the game, man. This is gonna be a really fun interview, dude.
That's right, man. We're coming at you. Oh, and I even got his thing on deck. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome my homie, first edition, comics in the building.
What's up, man?
Yeah, I still got your thing loaded up too. Boom!
Yeah, you got that too, right?
Bam!
What's up, brother?
What up, dude?
Oh man, just trying to stay good in all this craziness.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me
yeah,
about
brother.
it. Thanks for
Biggie,
joining,
Biggie.
bro. Let me get this NWO thing out of your face, Biggie. It's right on your mug.
Oh, that's all right.
Nah, it's
I
in
like
the
it.
corner, actually. Don't look that bad.
Yeah, it looks good.
No, it looks good.
All right, that works. Biggie with the grand entrance, as always. No one enters the screen like Biggie Shaq.
Thank you.
Quick out to the homies in the chat. Jeff Schultz, dude. I mean, he said he had to take off. He's got date night tonight. Comic Mag Musings in the building. YouTube is Mag Musings. I like that. Bubs hitting us with the math equation.
Bubs.
God damn it, Bubs.
Yo, Chico, Seawood, good to see you, man. TMC in the place to be. Unruly Simeon. I was on time tonight, man. Very punctual. If you guys haven't seen the Unruly Simeon's room tour video that he did today, do yourself a favor. I put that shit on the big screen and watched it. Dude, glorious video. Love your setup. Great collection.
I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that either.
Oh, it's great, dude. It's great. Worth the time. It's like a tight 10 minutes, man. It's a good 10 minutes spent. I just cleaned out my comic room. I'm about to do the same shit. It was like perfect time for you to release that because I'm going to get my thing set up. I'm going to have all my slabs on the wall, I think.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Nice.
Yo, Big 36, NWO Mafia is indeed in the house. Big Geeks, Drinks, and Comics. Hell yeah. Look at his thumbnail thing. He's got like a Carnage bull skull.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Carnageized Brahma bull. Chris Beasy. Good to see you, man. Big boot, leg drop.
That's right, brother.
How big he does, man. The 1-2.
Yo, I gotta talk about Hogan later, man. I'm gonna keep it on chill, but
He's rocking the great beard right now, selling his old cars and stuff. You see that?
Yo, yeah, dude.
Yeah, he went all white and everything, so it fits.
We got some Hogan news. All right, I'm into that.
Yeah, I'll give it to you later.
All right, cool. Just a Rican in the building. Good to see you. I saw the logo revised. Very nice. Magic Lasso. My buddy Lasso in the house. Where's Perry? Did I miss it? Oh, here we go. Yo, what's up, Big Perry? PRR in the building. Cap'n Comics. We got 2 parts of the triple threat in the chat. Comics for Thomas in the building. Good to see you. What else we got lurking in here? What else we got clanging and banging? And last but not least, Brick Hunter stacking them bricks. Good to see everyone in the chat. Yeah, man. Big, I saw you did your top 50 vid right
I did, dude.
an hour or two ago.
He's cutting
I think
promos.
I think that a couple people will enjoy it, maybe 2 or 3, and I might get about 5 comments, but that's all I wanted to do anyway, dude. I just wanted to see my couple homies pop. I don't feel like I'm gonna get half the comments of everybody else, but I'm trying, dude. I thought my shit was banging, bro. I love my list.
Yeah, your top 50 is so good you had to give us 75. So
Shit.
I left some out too, dude. I was like, damn it, I left.
he's like, I think I hit 50 already. No, I got another
It
50.
just showed how dumb I am. I can't fucking count.
Yeah, it was good though. I enjoyed it.
I did.
John says he dug it. Good stuff, John. Oh, look, we got another member of the Triple Threat, the Four Horsemen. John, Perry, Rod. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna. I think he motivated me to maybe bust out my 50 this weekend too.
It's fun, man.
Really?
Yeah, make it happen. So my boy, First Edition, man. Do you? Because you're an omnibus. You're an omnibus collector because you got a stack of them
Right.
babies back there.
Yep. And I got a whole lot more I haven't even put on the shelf. This is what goes on my channel and what people have seen already. Then
Yeah.
I've got like a whole side here of stuff that I just unbox and I pick and choose and do videos on and add them to the shelf. So yeah, I got stacks of other stuff, trade paperbacks, other hardcovers. So
Yeah, that's the. Oh, what's up, Hero and the Kid? Tomorrow or Sunday? I thought it was Sunday. Is it Saturday?
It must be tomorrow.
No, it's Sunday afternoon, I think. If it's tomorrow, hit me
Maybe
up.
it's something else you're doing.
Maybe. Yeah, double check with me. That's cool. So, oh yeah, Sunday. All right, good. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna be around tomorrow, but Sunday I will be. John has a question, Big. You know the answer to this?
Who started the top 50? I felt like I did, dude, because I said put it on my gram. But honestly, I did take the picture from Erod's old top 50, so I'll give him credit for that. But I said top 50 like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I do feel like Biggie. I'm sure other people have said top 50 before, but this recent little pop, Biggie was representing on Instagram.
He had some real bangers in that top 50 for sure.
They're pretty good, man. I don't think that like I'm the best or nothing, but I like to see everybody's taste. It really that processes with me good, like what they think is their good shit. Like
yeah, and it's also don't forget too. It's like it's a matter of taste. It's also a matter of like where you are in your collecting career.
Right.
You guys have been 10 years into it, 20 years into it.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm like going on 2 years into it. So everyone's going to be in a different place. So that's fun too. Like,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, and I got a lot of books from like early 90s, mid 90s, because that's when I started getting into comics originally. My brother-in-law and his dad had an LCS in my town. So my sister and him started dating, and I used to just hang out at their comic shop. So he would give me Spawn stuff all the time. Boom, boom, boom. So I got tons of Spawn. I got like 6 dupes of #1 and like #2, #9, like a bunch just because they were just getting them when they were coming out.
You were telling me that, bro. I love Spawn too. I got 3 #1s, but I don't think I have like a high grade. I think they're all like maybe 9s.
I don't know.
I got one
Maybe
9.2 from Unruly.
We'll bless you with something.
Yo, so tell me this. I got from me and First, we've been chopping it up. We've been, we've been kicking it, keeping tabs, and I get the sense that you're kind of more recently getting back into floppy books.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Right. That's right. Yeah, I've been picking up more trade paperbacks for quite a while, and then started moving into hardcovers and omnibus. But I haven't been picking up single issue floppies in a while, here and there. But since I kind of moved and located somewhere that actually had better shops, then I started kind of getting back into it, because where I was living before was like further out in the country in North Carolina, and just not access.
You're in the country, dog. Y'all are slick down there, bro. I think
Well,
Smooth Cap lives down there.
Yeah, I'm in Charlotte now, so Charlotte's not too bad.
Oh my God, bro. I went through Charlotte, dude. I'm not trying to sound racist or nothing, bro, but you couldn't find a white person, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah, they're out in the sticks, man. They're not in the city.
That's so funny, because that's how I feel like, I don't know if that's how a lot of people transition, but I know that's how I did. Of like, childhood collector, loved comics.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I first became like an adult fan of comics, it was all about trades. I got my bookshelf like 3 rows of trades from the majority of my 20s. Like my 20s was trade paperbacks, and I was just all about the reading of the stories, so I didn't even give a fuck about the collectability really.
Yeah.
At that point, I just wanted to catch up on those stories that I missed,
Yeah. That's what I mean. I just wanted to educate myself, and so that was a quick way of doing it and consuming the stories and getting to know those. And I went straight trade paperback for a long time, especially with Marvel and a lot of Dark Horse stuff, and a lot of I'm big on Valiant too. Like I love Valiant stuff like Man of War and Harbinger and stuff like that. I'm just like really into it.
Do you got a Harbinger 1 and 0?
No, I don't. So no.
That's a crazy book, bro.
I got a lot of I got some Man of War stuff, but no, not. I'm looking for some stuff now, but I got all the stuff collected in hardcover.
I'm gonna have to hook you up, bro. I got a couple, but they're not. Okay. I don't have like no good keys, really.
Yeah, I got Bloodshot 1. I got a couple of copies of Bloodshot 1, and they're pretty clean versions of it. I was hoping the movie's going to do good, so it kind of tick up in price, but bad timing.
Yeah. Bad timing. Yeah. What are they doing with Black Widow? Is that even going to come out?
That got pushed back, and there's some rumors now it might come on Disney Plus when it launches. I guess they're just trying to wait out and see what's going to happen. But right now, it's kind of postponed, I believe.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, there's some talk about Disney Plus being where we'll get introduced to it, and they'll just release it there. But we'll see.
Man,
crazy.
That would be crazy, because I would imagine if they did Disney Plus, you would have to like still buy it or at least rent it on Disney Plus. Like I'd be amazed if they just gave it away to Disney Plus thing. That would lose so much money.
Yeah, they would. They would.
Budget movies, dude.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, all the CG and all the work that they've put into it, they're trying to kick off this next phase. It's just such a big opening. There's no way, they would just kind of just throw it out there, but maybe they would.
Scarlett Johansson ain't cheap, bro. I'm sure she got a Yeah.
That looked like it was going to be a good flick.
Yeah.
I agree.
I was interested to see how Taskmaster is going to turn out. And like, there's a lot of speculation about who Taskmaster is going to be in this film, and people are, digging around in that. But, I think it'll be good. So I'm looking forward to it whenever it drops.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. And then you got into the omnis. See, I think I only have one omnibus, and like I didn't even really seek it out. I just bought it. It was on sale. It was like a Punisher omnibus with a lot of the Steve Dillon stuff in it and Garth Ennis. So I was like, oh hell yeah. And
yeah, you kind of like those 84. You had a bunch of trades, right?
No, I don't think so. Mine had
with Steve Dillon, Garth Ennis too. So
I got the trades. I definitely got trades of that one.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't, because I don't have the dust jacket on it anymore, because it just looks so badass without it. It's like it's all that black with just a skull embossed on the front.
Right.
I'm like, yo, this looks too badass. I'm throwing the dust jacket away. I don't even know what's on it, but I know Frankencastle's in it.
Yeah.
And a bunch of shit, but
yeah, the Tomb of Dracula's like that too. It's just like some of the hardcover omnibus, I don't like just solid black, but like it's black with the big red and white logo for Tomb of Dracula. It looks nice. So.
is In Stock Trades your go-to for those, or elsewhere?
In Stock Trades or that and cheapgraphicnovels.com, but mostly In Stock Trades is kind of my go-to mostly.
Yeah.
I do get stuff from Amazon, but Amazon really doesn't give a shit about your stuff. They throw in there with little airbags, and it just gets beat to crap sometimes. I've had some come that just look like a mess, but they got good customer service, and they'll kick you another one quickly, so you can't beat that.
Bro, I'm excited. 84. Can I drop the news? Like, I'm waiting for you to tell them like the thing we found out before we started.
Yeah, let's get it, because we love our comics, but also, what's our shit, Big?
Yo, my boy NWO represent, dude. This is the first guy in the clique, dude, that actually took real legit bumps.
Yep.
This dude down here, dude.
Real bumps.
Bro, he wrestled, dog. This is an indie wrestler, dog.
He wrestled
My boy
on the
first edition.
Indie Circle, son. Hit that shit. Oh, baby, don't get more official than that, dog.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
pumped, bro.
Yeah, we got to. I know. I was burying the lead. I was warming him up. So, yeah, let's get into
I couldn't take it, bro. I was like, when are you gonna say it?
I was interested on his comic book come up, but yeah, man, this is the Mega Power Hour, and we found out just moments ago that our boy First Edition took some bumps, got into the ring, dude, and wrestled in the Carolina. Is that what you?
Yeah, mostly in the Carolinas and small indie promotions here. So I started off in one called Ring Wars Carolina down in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and went to a few others as well. So
All right.
Damn.
Did you stay with the same wrestling name and gimmick the whole time? Do we have some different names?
Yeah, it took me a while to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. So yeah, here and there. Like when you first get started, they'll just stick you in like a battle royal to just see if like you can carry yourself and pay attention and listen, because that's like the first thing to do is just, get in the ring, listen to guys that are vets and just pay attention. So they just try to fill you out from there.
Yeah, you ain't worried about gimmick at that point.
Nah, no. Mm-mm.
You're just basic jobber.
Oh shit! How long did you learn before you actually like wrestled, bro?
I think I had my first, I went to one training school before and then left there and then joined another. And so right after that, it was probably a month and a half, started doing stuff, just like battle royals or, three-way dances, triple threat, things like that. Just so people could carry you in the match, they put you in those kind of things. They don't put you in singles match.
Wow. So not that long. Like as soon as you got interested in it, you basically got through in there.
Yep. And they teach you just basic stuff, how to bump, how to protect yourself, how to, tuck your neck so you don't get a concussion, how to lock up and how to chain wrestle. That's how you start, learning how to chain
if you didn't know what you were doing, you would have hurt yourself bad.
Yeah. I mean, taking bumps, if you don't know how to tuck your chin, you'll get a concussion easy.
Yeah.
So.
You keep smacking your head, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I always get amazed by the, because I feel like I look for it a lot, but I don't really see it often because they're so pro. But like when guys talk about how they're calling the match in the ring,
Mm-hmm.
I've always been so fascinated by that because I see them get close, but I never feel like I catch them calling spots.
I mean, it's shorthand too. So like if like you and I lock up and I want to do a basic thing you've seen all the time. So we lock up, you tell me to take the head, I'm going to take you in a headlock, right? As I'm wrenching your head down, I'm going to call a spot in your ear. Like I might say tackle drop down. Tackle drop down means you give me 2 shots, shoot me off. I hit you with a shoulder block. You float over, I come over, and then you arm drag me down. Those 2 words tell you that. So it's a lot of shorthand. That's kind of how a lot of that works. And you do it in passing a lot as you're picking people up, as you're shooting them off, things like that in motion because it covers it.
So it seems like you got to be good at that because someone who sucks at it, you don't want people spotting that shit.
No. They teach you how to protect yourself, man, because you'll get in there sometimes and people will call some crazy stuff. And if you're not going to take something, you cut the guy off and you take control of the match. So you're like, you give him a forearm or you just knee him in the gut, something, just take over. Yeah, because some guys will call something, you're like, I'm not taking that shit.
Right. Let's holler at the chat real quick. Hey, Aaron in the house, dude. He says, I know how to receive the steel chair. D-Runk hit him with the steel chair. Damn. Don't piss off fucking Big Papa Runk. Chris Barrett, they don't teach you how to use the steel chair? Have you ever taken a chair shot? Good question.
Yeah, have you ever took a chair shot?
No. I've never
Oh,
wrestled
thank
in
God.
a hardcore match. I've wrestled in a steel cage match, but not any kind of like hardcore match.
Yo, you were saying you went 6 years.
Yeah, man, never did. I
Like
never did any
off and
hardcore.
on or like steady, bro?
Off and on, like spurts. Like I do
Yeah.
2 or 3 years and then break a little bit. It just, I used to travel a lot for work, so it's hard for me to be back in the area sometimes. So,
Bro, that's
but
crazy fascinating, dude.
yeah,
It is.
yeah. I never did hardcore matches. I bladed twice the whole time I ever wrestled. So, actually got colored 3 times, but the third time was on accident.
You was a pretty good worker. You didn't have to do that dumb shit, bro. You was like able to wrestle and
right. Well, I grew up
take
watching
care of
like
people.
I grew up. Bret Hart was my guy growing up, so I wanted to be, a technical guy. I like Chris Benoit. I know that's something people don't talk about
Those
anymore.
guys were the best, bro.
I like the whole mechanics of it, Dean Malenko, people like that, and so I was into that style. So I wanted to kind of work my style that way.
Does that work?
Jesus,
on YouTube, it's always, that's why I always bug out when I go to the cons and I meet cats that I know from YouTube, because one thing you can never get a sense of when you're on the YouTube thing is someone's like size. So
right.
That fit your body type? Are you?
I'm just 6 foot. I'm like 270 now, so I was a little bit smaller then. But yeah, just kind of smaller, stocky, that kind of.
Yeah, you can work that style. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a normal size.
I'm like, I don't know if he's like 6'5" and like a big dude, or it's like
I couldn't tell, bro. I thought you were a little taller too.
Nah, I'm 6 foot, man. Just nothing too tall.
Hey, that's taller than me. Yo, what up, Bake the Snake, dude? Yeah, we're hanging out with my boy First Edition. I didn't even know we were have been shooting this shit. We were like, yo, come on Power Hour. Little did we know, right before we came,
how the hell did that come up, bro?
We just randomly found out he wrestled on the indie circuit for a while, so we're just kind of digging into that. Good to see you, Bake, and JRK. JRK, cripple across face was one of his favorite moves.
Yeah, man. Benoit was intense, man. Everything he did was intense, and I always liked working stiff in the ring. Like, people would complain about that, but some guys don't care though. You just got to be ready for the receipt.
So you'd really punch him in the face.
No. The punches were working punches, but yeah, when it was like chops and forearms, or if you're landing a move or a slam, you give it to them. So
you went straight Canadian style.
Yeah, but you just better expect it back. That's the only thing. So
Oh yeah.
How about either of you guys watch the New Jack City episode of Dark Side of Wrestling yet, or no?
No, I watched the 2 Benoit episodes, which gave some info that I didn't know about, and from behind.
I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's the newest one.
I'm a big New Jack fan. I would probably know what happened.
Yeah, you should see New Jack around here a lot.
I didn't even get the extent of how crazy that motherfucker is, bro. He was coked up before every match.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He would jump off the tallest shit. He didn't care, dude, because he was gacked out.
Did they do the mass transit thing on there? Did they talk about that?
Yeah, I think they even they couldn't get the kids' parents on there, but they interviewed. It's funny because that was in Mass. That was like nearby me, and they talked to because that dude got booked there to begin with because he used to work with these 2 midget dudes,
and
they had the midget dude like interviewed in it, and the 2 security guards from that Massachusetts event give the recap. It was all good shit. And New Jack.
How about the Gypsy Joe? Did they show the Gypsy Joe?
Gypsy Joe one, yeah. When he was in Tennessee fighting that old dude, that was a crazy match. I watched that.
The Vic Grimes shit, bro. That bump fucking Grimes took. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a crazy bump, bro. That might be the craziest.
Yeah.
He like landed half on the ropes. He could have
threw the
died.
motherfucker off a 3-story building. Like, here you go.
Yeah, those old scaffold matches, they used to do those in NWA back in the day a lot too. So, and that kind of went away. Then ECW started doing it.
Insanity, dude.
bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
People sleep on how good the Rock and Roll Express and Midnight, all them fuckers were super talented.
Yeah, man. Midnight was really, really awesome and stuff. And yeah, I used to go to a couple of like Crockett shows when I was a kid because my grandfather was into wrestling. That's how I got into it. But it's back in the day, kayfabe day. My grandpa thought it was real. So
Yeah, I bet y'all's territory is really strong. We had a good one up in Ohio. We had WCW come up. I've seen Flair, Junkyard Dog, Arn Anderson, Vader. They had all types of shit here, bro.
Yeah, Crockett was here, and then they had the whole Georgia Championship Wrestling, and Crockett come together, and then they did WCW, and so there was a lot down here, late '80s into the '90s, so and earlier.
JRK, the show we're talking about, Dark Side of Wrestling, it airs on the Vice channel on TV, but then they also, I think it's on YouTube now. They pretty much release it almost at the same time on YouTube. Sam I Am Comics, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. He saw the new Jack one. Yes, he stabbed the guy 9 times in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
They showed the footage.
Damn, I thought it was more than that.
Shaking.
I forgot about that. That's that. Yeah, he was holding in the headlock, coming in the ropes and started stabbing him. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Bro, I used to love when he'd come out to Suicidal Killers with the Dr. Dre and Ice. Bro, that shit would bang when he came out.
Yeah,
like, oh shit, New Jack's coming.
NWA gimmick, yeah, which is pretty wild to be wrestling down south in the late '80s with an NWA gangster freaking. And he was controversial. He was saying crazy shit, racist, like racial shit. So
fucking Mufasa.
Talk about that's fucking heat right there.
Yeah, and they were in rough areas too. Like they were up in like Johnson City and some of these areas in the mountains and in Smoky Mountain for Jim Cornette, and it was just all those towns.
Missed out with New Jack. He should have fucking got New Jack.
They've been good for the Attitude Era for sure. If he plugged right in there.
He would have kicked all their asses, bro. Fucking Dudley boys. He schooled them boys.
Yeah.
All right, so we teased it a little bit before we came on. I don't know the answer. I was like, yo, bro, did you have a finishing move, a signature move?
Right.
He said, yeah, I had maybe a couple. So I was like, all right, but let's put a pin in that. Let's catch back up to that. Where you at with the move? What was the signature move?
I used to do a flying headbutt quite a lot.
Damn.
I used to do the camel clutch. That was the finish I used to do. So, and the different submissions too, like the chicken wing crossface. I always liked that move a lot too. So a lot of submission stuff. So
camel clutch, break your back, make you humble.
Yeah. I miss Sheik, man. I used to love those videos he used to put out. Oh man,
so funny, just a naturally funny motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the flying headbutt's deadly, dude. It's dangerous. Harley fucked his back. Harley was like the first one to do it, Harley Race. And he told everybody, he was like, dude, do not do the flying headbutt. It fucks your back up. And then Kid Dynamite did it. He ended up in a fucking wheelchair from doing the shit. And then you got Benoit, and his goddamn brain got fried from it. Bro, headbutt, that's one of the most fuck your body up moves, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Apparently so. I always thought it was like a safe move. I thought like they just fell on it in a certain way that they weren't actually taking the brunt of it, but I guess so.
A lot of times that you aim for their shoulder and land close, like
you
here.
Should.
And so that way it just looks that way depending on the shot. So, but yeah, your head's still kind of doing like that when you land. So.
Good call. Bam Bam had a good headbutt too.
Yeah, he did. He had a good moonsault too.
I was about to say
that moonsault was
very agile.
Yo, him and Vader, bro, nimble.
Yeah, Vader was agile.
Even One Man Gang, that dude could move, bro. I forget his Hakeem. Yeah,
Hakeem. Yo, how that makes. I was thinking about this. I would let me pick your brain on this. Sometimes we like to make lists, top lists on things, and I was rewatching some old shit, and it made me think of like, who do you think were some of the best wrestlers, right? But that had some of the worst gimmicks. So, like an example, Hakeem would be an example of a white dude who his gimmick was like, I remember he had like an origin scene that they did, and he was like, surrounded in like some African seance, and they like initiated him, and so it was like so random to have him be like the African white guy. But the guy who really made me think of it was I was watching IRS work on an old King of the Ring.
Yeah.
And I'm an IRS fan, bro. I thought him and DiBiase were like a dope tag team, and I've always appreciated IRS, bro. I think he's a good wrestler. Good, like,
What was he before that? He was in
Their whole
WCW
family. Yeah.
tag team.
Yeah, their whole family can wrestle good. The Wyndhams. So Barry Windham, you know, is his brother. Barry Windham's a great big guy wrestler. You know, that superplex he used to do off the top, you know, was
He tag teamed
amazing.
with Steiner before DiBiase.
Did he?
Rick Steiner.
yeah. So there you go. See, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Of IRS with his gimmick is he was an accountant, you know, which is a joke of a gimmick, but a good talent, you know. So
Yeah.
any other dudes come to mind of like that had pretty whack gimmicks when you think of it, but they're respected like good wrestlers, you know.
What do you think first?
I mean, I always liked a number of people that were sort of like that. Like Godfather, I always thought was a pretty good worker. Like he was good in the ring at like drawing attention to himself from the crowd. He could work the crowd really, really well. As a bigger guy, he worked well with many different guys depending on their size. So I thought Godfather, you know, the Papa Shango gimmick he used to do was pretty dope back in the day. But you know, I think he evolved himself over time, and they made him pretty bland when he was in Nation of Domination, but then he came back out with Godfather. But I always thought he was a good worker. So,
Didn't he have like that almost like UFC fighter gimmick for a little bit?
I think he did something like that. Yeah.
He had so many gimmick changes.
Yeah, he did. He did. But yeah, he's definitely one that comes to mind. So
I got a couple. Dusty got played with the polka dots, first of all. Dusty Rhodes. And then second of all, Terry Taylor with the Red Rooster is the ultimate rib in the history. He could have been a lot more than that, bro.
Yeah, Red Rooster's a horrible gimmick, man.
I thought Blue Blazer was a horrible gimmick. I hate Russo put Owen in that gimmick. He didn't need to put a hood on.
That was
on
the
Owen.
saddest thing, bro, to see him go out in that gimmick. I wish to God he would have been like going at the heavyweight or the Intercontinental Europe, anything besides that, man. That fucking pisses me off so much.
Yeah, what a bad idea. It's because I was watching I was seeing IRS was on the King of Hearts when like the King of the Ring Owen shit. Owen's so awesome. Like, what a legend, dude.
Oh my God, bro! When he had that run, bro, his ultimate payoff show was him against Brett.
Yes.
It was the brother match, bro. That fucking shit was hype.
Yep.
As fuck, bro. I loved that shit, bro. He could have kept it red hot because Stone Cold got hot right after he died, and he broke his fucking neck. I was thinking about that the other day, bro. He would have been set. He'd been set.
Yeah.
Yeah. JRK says Gold Dust. That's a good one.
Yeah.
He made a lot out of that gimmick.
Yeah, that first run when they introduced Gold Dust and he did the run with Razor Ramon and how Scott Hall played everything with it. And like, you know, he would, you know, do all the, you know, tie him up and do kind of a lock around him. He would like jump back and like, you know, touch him. And like all the stuff they played on worked really well. And I think that was pretty interesting.
And I've always been a fan of the Gold Dust Piper hardcore match.
Oh yeah, that whole Hollywood match they did.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty cool.
That was good shit.
How about the Man Johnson Gold Dust episode or fight, bro? Gold Dust had some freaky deaky matches, dog. Like if you look back on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The what do you call it? Yo, respect to Doink the Clown. I think Doink was I wish they leaned into. Because there was that little era where, remember his theme song was like a creepy clown music?
Mm-hmm.
And like he wasn't just like a silly clown. He was kind of like something was off with him, you know? I like that era of Doink.
Yeah, see, what we're talking about, Chris Canyon as Mortis. I love the Mortis gimmick in WCW. I thought that was really cool. I love the whole flock thing with Raven and how they did the whole storyline with bringing Canyon into the flock and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. And that played really well leading up to a lot of the DDP and Raven stuff too. So that's some good work between all those guys.
Muhammad Hassan was also a great talent, but ousted from wrestling because of his controversial gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that, dude. Muhammad Hassan.
Is that what kind of happened with you,
Yeah.
bro? Because you said you played like I think you said Muslim, or was
Yeah,
it
so I
Indian,
did like a
Native
like a
American? I don't
sheep-based
fucking
gimmick. Yeah, well, I am Native American, but I played like a sheep gimmick in wrestling because I wanted to be like this bad heel and stuff, and
Yeah.
it was
Did that fuck you in the end? Did that like fuck your opportunities up at one point? Maybe I don't know.
not at all.
No?
Like my promoter had a lot of like balls to do certain things. So here, let me tell you this. So we were in a military town, and there's a Fort Bragg's there, and we were doing a 4th of July show. And so I worked the main event with my trainer, who was the champ. So I beat him on 4th of July and was waving like the Saudi Arabian flag. And this was on the 4th of
hell
July.
yeah!
Kind of thing, and it got so much heat, man.
On 4th of
He wasn't
July.
scared to do that. He's like, if you're not scared, I'm not scared. I said, I don't know, I'll try it. But we did stuff like that, man. He just wanted to entertain people. And they're still
So did
doing
you
it.
run across some like old school like kind of indie wrestlers that used to be pros and shit at some points?
Yeah,
Sure
a
you
lot of
did.
guys that were washed up, man, now and stuff like that. Like Ricky Morton used to come to our shows a lot because
Oh, that's crazy.
he was in a lot of trouble with like child support and stuff. So we would do like benefit shows for him to help money.
Oh
to keep
yeah,
him
a
out of
million
jail.
kids.
Yeah, he was at a show with us, and he's been a lot of shows with different people, and they arrested him at the show because they were looking for him because he was back on child support.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so just stuff like that, man. Ivan Koloff, before he passed, he was here in Charlotte. He used to come to all the shows all the time. Ivan's was a really nice
My boy
guy.
met him. Yeah,
Yeah, he trained a lot of guys here back in the day too, and he was always a great.
he's not
dude.
that big of a guy. He's kind of small, ain't he?
Yeah, he was kind of small, but he was, man, his shoulders and arms. Even when he was older, he'd walk around.
Oh no,
and
I'm
sign
thinking of a
autographs with
different guy.
that
I'm
chain
thinking of
on.
someone else.
Yeah, he was big.
That's a different. That guy's big.
Yeah, he's here. Lex was living here in Charlotte for a while when he got sick, but Barbarian was here a lot. C.W. Anderson lives in Raleigh, North Carolina. It used to be with Steve Carino and ECW. So I've seen a lot of different dudes in this
Wow.
area.
Yeah. Yo, Warlord and Barbarian, underrated tag team from
Man.
dude.
Dude, I remember being at a WWF show when I was a kid, and I saw Warlord come in, and I was sitting there out. His friggin' legs were like ginormous. He looked like a giant to me. That dude was beast. I mean, beast.
Like, they did always kind of come off, to me anyway, was because I was such a LOD mark, that they seemed like the off-brand LOD because they had the same stature between the two and the face paint. But still, it was great when they would clash them two because they did work different. Like Warlord didn't wrestle like Hawk did. Like Warlord was just a big man, and he fought like one. He wrestled like one.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Yeah.
Can I get my Hogan theory out real quick?
Yeah. What's up with that? Fill me in, bro.
All right. So I was watching Teddy Atlas do a shoot interview, and he was talking about how Hulk Hogan was the champ, and he said that he didn't envy him because he had to work so hard. And one thing I think they always think that he never put anybody over, or some people try to hate a little bit. But the thing that he said that was interesting was nobody else could have done it because he worked really hard. He held the strap for, I think it was fucking 3 years, bro. You see CM Punk fucking dropping it. Fucking Shawn Michaels, you know what I'm saying? Sexy Boy HBK. Fucking people can't handle that kind of stress, bro. For him to carry that amount and to skyrocket the fuck, bro, I gotta give my boy more credit than I thought, dude. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. It's being one of those pro wrestlers, like a poppin' pro wrestler. It just seems like the schedule is grueling.
Yeah,
bro. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, he was just marketable, right? Like Hogan just fit so well, like in movies and TV shows and toys. And I remember I had Hulk Hogan underwear when I was a kid, and Hulk Hogan bed sheets, and like Hogan this, Hogan that. And he just fit well everywhere, and they could just market him everywhere, and he could.
That's what was
with the schedule.
Yeah. That's what's cool about him is that he was able to, and there's no looking back and regretting. Like he did the best he could. You know what I'm saying? He showed up. He worked pretty good. He got people over, in my opinion. And then a lot of champions just can't handle that schedule, bro. Like, and I gotta give him credit, dude. Like, people break, they crack, bro, and to be able to do that.
But they all would work a lot, you know. And if anything, I mean, I don't know. He would probably do the more high-profile shows too. Whereas you got some other road dogs. I'm sure Brutus had a rough schedule. You know?
Yeah,
and like dudes like that.
He had to do the beat towns and stuff.
Big says,
yeah, but they were allowed to fuck up. Like Hogan wasn't allowed to, bro. Like he had to keep it clean, bro. A lot of them guys underneath him, they fucked up. Teddy said, I didn't make it half the time. Some of the times I fucked up and didn't show up. You know, Warrior fucked up. People fucked up, bro. Hogan rarely slipped.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair point. You always hear a lot about wrestlers having like the ill demons and really getting all fucked up in their personal life. And even though Hogan's had his moments, that's more later, I feel like, that he had a lot of that bullshit happen. But when he was popping, like in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't a lot of controversy. Other than him doing roids, there wasn't really like, it seemed like he was on the straight and narrow and more or less was that dude, you know? So props to him. Dude like Warrior, and like Warrior couldn't carry it. I don't think he was.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. He couldn't keep it together. He couldn't keep it
Macho
together.
Macho did about as good of a fucking job. He drew as much as Hogan, the way I remember it, bro. Like it didn't shift that much. Like when he carried it and he did it well, but not a lot of people could do that, bro. Not a lot of people was able to do that.
I don't think Mach made as much money as Hogan, but always in my mind, they're at the same level. They've always been that way to
Mach
me.
made a lot of money on that Slim Jim, bro.
Yeah.
He was making bank off that shit. He might have made more while he was in WCW because of that. He had an addition fucking salary with that shit. It was crazy, bro. But I think Hogan probably made more. I mean,
Yeah, and it's tough for Savage to like really transition into like films and movies because he's so fucking distinct with his voice. Yeah, it's like Hogan at least can kind of play like a normal like suburban commando. Macho's fucking nuts too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to picture Macho Man not being Savage like in a role. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean I think that was really him. Like when you listen to all the shoot interviews and stuff, the way they like portray him all the time, even when he's like,
bro, early Savage is scary, bro. When you see him like early, fucking before WWF shit, he looked like a lunatic, like Manson.
Oh yeah. He was real scrawny and his hair was crazy and stuff.
Yeah, he's kind of wiry and just all over the fucking place, bro. Lonnie's over there just chilling, like my brother's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I think he was like that, and he obviously was very possessive of old Liz. That I don't think that did him any favors in his career. You know, like
no,
he didn't have that aspect to him. Yeah, Chris Barrett says Macho was the bigger personality.
Yeah,
but Hogan was more iconic. That's true. Macho was a bigger personality.
They were both pretty good,
but Hogan was more of like he could be on that fucking Wheaties box, like
you
know, like an all-American dude. That dude.
That was the other thing Atlas said, bro, is that he was like the first white champion. It's like boxing. You don't have many like what. It's always like a different race, or it's not the white fucking person. But anyways, it was before him. It was fucking the Sheik. The Sheik had the strap, and before that, it was another.
Bob Backlund had it. He had it for 6 years.
It was never like a regular. Even with Bob Backlund, didn't feel right. Like so for this white dude, blonde hair, blue eyed. American, it was like you really couldn't pick many other people to do it for that big of a pop. The WWF was filled with multiracial wrestlers at that point, bro. Seemed like every one.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I might be wrong.
Yeah, they had Samoans and Junkyard Dog and Rockstead and a bunch of people. So.
As far as I can remember, bro, when you watch like the old pay-per-views, it'd be like all the different It was definitely world wrestling. It wasn't just American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good shit, man. So, yeah, them comic books, brother. I think he said, did you pick any new anything up today? Did I catch that right? Did you say you got some shit recently?
Yeah, I got some stuff today. Yeah, got some stuff that came in.
Sweet.
You got a shipment has arrived. I'm down. Let's pivot into a little bit of that comic book goodness, brother.
Yeah, this is something I was waiting for a long time, and I wanted to get it complete, and I wanted to get high grade, so I got that Spider-Man 238 with the tattoos in here. So
with the tattoos,
yes, sir. Newsstand edition. But yeah, I got it with the tattoos, and the grade's pretty good on this one.
I've never had that book.
Me neither, man.
That first Hobgoblin one, man, is something I've been wanting for a minute. But
it's a cool book.
Yeah,
that's the one that's tied to Punisher. People used to like that one better than Punisher,
right?
And then they kind of flip-flopped, but they're kind of like brother sister, bro. It's kind of cool.
Is that around the same time? What number is that?
Yeah, I think so.
I think. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's a while after.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm tripping. There was another book then.
Here's another goodness here. First Madam Web 210. We wanted to get this. Not a super expensive book, but still a book to add into my run here.
It's a great cover, man.
Yeah, it is. I love this cover.
Madam Web is like a dope character design.
Yeah, Madam Web, I remember so much from the TV show, man, the animated series for Spider-Man. Yep. And she played such a big role throughout that show.
Right.
Yeah, she was pretty key. My favorite episodes, like when her and Dr. Doom and all the villains are in this like alternate universe, and they bring, the Avengers and Spider-Man there. That it was like a 2-parter, I think, and it was like an awesome episode.
Oh yeah, dude, that Spidey cartoon, like later in the series,
yeah,
ill crossovers where they had like X-Men, Avengers, everybody in that.
I used to love that. Got a couple more things. Got Ultimate Fallout number 4 that came in. This one's still in the poly bag. So had to finally get this Miles Morales because everybody else is getting it. He's a sweet one.
Look at you, bro.
To get that. That's one that I need to add to the list is that Miles Morales one. That seems like a good long-term book.
Yeah, and it's like
it's a tough ticket though, bro. It ain't cheap. Yeah.
I got this one at a good rate.
If you don't mind me asking first, how much you pay for that, Miles?
Whoa. Where are these live hunting? Or is this online hunting?
This was through an LCS that hooked me up because they're slashing some prices because they got to make some money in this current situation. So, yeah.
Yeah, 80's not bad for that, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Because you really don't know the condition until you take it out of that poly.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
I wouldn't take it out, dog. Just leave it the way it is.
Depends if you ever want to slab it.
Yeah. Here's some other goodness. I had to get Cat 117.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Damn. What is that, the second?
Going on, man. I wanted to get this one. So.
Is that the second, first, or third?
I think this is a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a second.
First cover? Is he on the cover of his first appearance, the Falcon?
I think so. I think he is.
He's looking like Coco Beware right there. Can we see that again?
Yeah, man. Actually, he's got the parrot and everything. Yeah, it was a hawk or a falcon. Yeah, but
what?
It's almost like Coco Beware, though. You're right.
Oh, I used to love Coco, dude.
Hell yeah. Hi. Very nice. What up, Superpower Review? At this point, it's all online hunting. Yeah, I hear people with their shops open. Mine is not. That's for sure.
Mine's shipping stuff. So you order on their website and they're shipping to you.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Lasso talking about Madam Web saying she reminded me of someone who could be Agatha Harkness's villain. True that. Yeah, Falcon's outfit looks like a wrestling costume. Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. He's got the tights on and everything, man.
Crazy fucking book, dude. Cap looks a little stunned. He's like, "What the fuck?"
I got one more banger that I got. And this
Yeah.
one I've been after for like so long. And just a cover I've been wanting so bad. And I got it in a pretty good grade. It's
Yeah, I
got
know.
Silver Surfer.
What?
Boy.
What the fuck, first?
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Damn.
Yeah, man. This is some sick stuff here.
Fuck.
What kind of condition you think that is? If you were to give a rough number on it, it looks so clean. But I know Mylar magic sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's closer to maybe a 5.0, 5.5, something like that.
That's a
somewhere.
strong grade.
Fine, bro.
Because
Yeah.
Great.
mine is a 4. I think mine's a 4.5, and that's not a cheap book, even at 4.5.
Dude, if you don't mind, let me see that spine again, bro. That thing was glorious.
Spine's got some damage and stuff on it. You can see.
Oh, that's
right
not
here.
bad, dude. The box
Too
ends are
bad.
tough, bro.
Yeah. But
Bro,
the
that
corners
looks really good, dude.
corners are pretty tight. It's not too bad.
Those surfers are kind of like that square.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's a big book, right?
Dude,
It's
them
like
fucking square bounds are tough, bro. That's really nice.
yeah, so it's a pretty nice
Every
book, man.
fucking cool square bound I get's fucked up.
Yeah, this is so my LCS hooked me up, man. I've been looking for that. They got some other stuff on the way for me too that they got to get out of their warehouse, but you know, I wanted to support them
It's
a
a
little
crazy
bit
book.
because you know all this stuff is going on, and they hooked me up too. So
Yeah,
yeah, that book's been on my list for a minute. There's
that's
some early X-Men books I'm waiting on, and another ASM I'm waiting on. So
yeah.
hopefully,
I got a nice. I was bidding, man, because everyone's been saying like maybe you can get deals now. So I've been in them eBay streets, made some offers, no luck. I don't often like bid on things, and like I usually do make offers to buy it now. People usually I don't
Right.
have the patience really for a 5
bidding. Yeah, me either.
Them shits always like just super jump in the last like 5 minutes.
People snipe, man. They just boom, 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 trying to sneak in a quarter or two on you just to try to get stuff, man. And
Yeah. So it's
yeah,
hell. I was trying to get there was a Surfer #1 that I was plotting on, an X-Men 4 that I was plotting on, but they just jumped big time in the last minute. But I think I showed you, gave Biggie a little sneak preview of it on the picture, but I got a chunk of X-Men's that I needed from like the early 100s. That I need. I had a bunch of open spots on. But there's still a decent amount of duplicates too. I think it's like 16 books total, and I think maybe like 5 of them are duplicates. But I got a bunch in that era that I didn't have. Hi Lucha Libre saying deals are out there, bro.
for sure.
Okay, super.
That's the one. Likes my Surfer 1. Yeah, that's true. I definitely want to keep my Green Label 0.5. I like the charm of it, but I also want to upgrade that bitch and have
Yeah.
grade 1 if I can.
Yeah, I'm out for that Submariner one, like you got.
Recently.
Yeah, that's so sweet. And that 5 is nice too. That Tiger Shark is a great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for that right now. Looking for Giant Size X-Men #1, and I'm looking for House of Secrets 92 because I love Swamp Thing, man. I love Swamp.
So you're out for them. You're out for blood, dude. You're out for them.
Yeah, I got to catch up with you guys, man. I got to get on y'all's level. So I'm going out for the heads. What you got, Biggie?
I just been chilling, man, buying silly shit, bro. I got this Battle #20, dude. I think it's Everett. I don't know his first name, but he's a really good artist. And I got this nice copy of 210.
Mutant Massacre stuff there, man.
Yeah, I love it, bro. Wolverine
You got that one
smoking.
on the way. That one's coming your way first.
What was that?
Dang.
Oh yeah, and that stack.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yep. That was
Forgot about- yeah, that would fall into the run.
yeah. It's a nice
I
little.
gotta start filling my X-Men
Bill
now.
Everett. Right.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Because man, X-Men. Once you get past like X-Men's one of my favorite runs. The old school ones, you know, are fantastic. Like these are my oldest ones. That's the oldest one, courtesy of Simeon, the number 8.
Wow.
That's
Look
it.
I love that
That's
cover.
fucking
Yeah,
nice.
that's 14 is a beauty.
That's fucking nice, bro.
It was 16. So
Wow.
these are the 3 that I have that are under number 20. So these are my OG ones. And
I don't have any.
these,
Oh, I do.
But-
I do.
What number is Juggernaut's first appearance?
12.
12.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I like to get that one too.
Yeah, I
That's
like
the
that
that's
cover.
the one besides 94 I want. I want that one and 94.
But like as far as and this definitely cool ones in the early run, like that's kind of a classic one, the Spidey one.
Hell yeah, bro. D-Rock was the man giving you that one.
You cooked me up, bro. I
Oh,
love
I love that cover too, man. Yeah. I
do
have that
too,
book,
bro.
but you don't want to see mine.
this one,
They're really, bro.
Beat up.
costumes.
Yo,
Yeah.
I like Silver Age X-Men covers better than Fantastic Four, dude. Come at me, dog.
Yeah,
I do.
they're pretty hot, man. Oh shit!
Yeah.
They're not bad, bro.
Look at Lasso. Lasso, you got an X-Men 3. Lasso. Damn.
My
So-
oldest one is a 2, but I sold it, so I don't have it anymore.
Oh, but so if your oldest is a 3, does that mean you also have like other low? Do you have other single digits or under 20s as well? Because honestly, there's so many gems in the X-Men. Like I was gonna say, my favorite X-Men stuff. Like I like the new team. I prefer the new team to the old team. There's still like that's a gem.
Oh.
Even
Wow.
now, Neil Adams.
Wow.
These are great books. That's the first Polaris. That one.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
But there's something, and I love having those books, bro. But there's something special to me about the stuff that's after
I
94.
got 25.
Like 94 and up, bro. Once the new team comes in, it's just I just dig the new team, you know?
Yeah.
Being Colossus, like the old school team is cool and all, but
Those are beautiful covers, man.
yeah, they are. And it's like one after the next is just
Wow.
Fire.
fantastic.
There it is, Dark
That's a
Phoenix,
good
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, I got 2 of these. Got 2 of those.
You've been grinding those out, bro.
No. I have. That's why I can't wait to get that other chunk because it's gonna add like a nice little. Oh, this is one that's my first burn, courtesy of Stone Cold.
Banger.
This one, which I love that cover, that's gonna be a duplicate that's in that lot that I
Oh,
bought
okay.
because it's like it's all these early 100 ones. So
I like that Murder World cover. It's pretty awesome too.
yeah, Murder World. I think I have that one in here. That's a classic one as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Don't Sleep. And this might be one of the coolest John Byrne covers. Well, actually, I think it's Cockrum. Is that Cockrum or Byrne? I think it's Cockrum. But damn,
Yeah, that's badass.
that's so fly. And I think it's a key too. I think it's first Proteus. Thing's Son. You need that one.
Mhm.
You need
That's
Pride.
a good one.
Like it hit one after
Like,
the other.
yeah.
Hit first. What they call the Hellfire Club. First
Hellfire Club, yeah.
Oh.
This one, unfortunately, is really sun faded, but it's still in nice shape. But then it's that one, classic.
Yeah,
This one's classic.
that's absolutely classic. man.
Like, yo, the early 100s X-Men is one of the most consecutive banger, in my opinion, in like all of comics, bro. It really is.
I got that one.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward to that next chunk, man. Gotta love them X-Men's.
Yeah. I finally got first Gambit. I'm hype about that.
Yeah, that was one I was searching for a while. I got a low grade one. I got to upgrade mine a bit. So I got at a little mini con that was here back in January. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me a higher grade one soon.
What up, aggressively? Good to see you. Z Collects in the building. What's up, brother? Hero and the kid says he looks. Oh no. Said it looks cool faded. They did fall, but I think they fell.
Oh my God!
Did they fall in order?
Yeah, they didn't fall bad, but they definitely all fell. Yeah, they're all right. I got these in that Mylar fullback, dude.
Good.
Yeah, man.
They're protected.
Had me scared, bro. Yo, WrestleMania is coming up, bro. We ain't gonna get Roman versus Goldberg, but I think the rest of the shit's gonna go down.
Yeah, Roman's staying home and staying safe, and taking their chances.
I'm out of the loop. Fill me in, guys, on what's up with. I didn't, to be honest, I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was this weekend. What's the main event? What's the deal?
You got me, bro. I don't know. I know the fucking chick fight is
Who, Becky?
is like 1 versus 3. Whoever the champ is, the bitch that likes to hug people. She's got the belt. I don't know the rest of them.
Becky Lynch is not the champion anymore?
No,
Oh.
no.
And
No,
Ronda.
it's the chick that likes to hug girls. I don't know her name.
Oh. Oh, I see. Ronda's on the bench for now, I think. She's taking a break.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. Is Taker going up against
He's going against AJ.
Okay, that would
And
be dope.
I think he's doing the badass gimmick again too, though, because I saw a promo video of him doing something. He was doing the whole American Badass get up. So I think he's
That'd be
doing that.
fun.
Wow.
Yep.
They're still bringing Taker out, man.
Yeah, man. Well, after that match he had with Goldberg in Saudi Arabia, I was just like, oof, man.
It's leave Taker alone, dude.
Yeah, man. They need to let him chill. So.
Okay, Becky's still champ, and Bailey is the one you're talking about, Bailey, who likes to hug.
Oh, I thought Bailey had the belt. Last I saw is that she had the damn belt.
Yeah, AJ versus Taker would have been better 10, 15 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
that if
agree.
he's going to have a match, it's best it's with AJ because AJ can work like a motherfucker. Like nobody can work better than him, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah, he's gonna sell the hell out of everything that Taker throws at him. So he's gonna
be
make
flopping
it
and
look good.
flipping, and it'll be
Right.
fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, Taker, he'll do it every time because I've mentioned it before. When we talk about, we've done our top 5, greatest wrestlers list. Yo, I put Taker in there because one thing I always like about him is, he's loyal as a motherfucker too. One of the few big dogs in wrestling that didn't do the WCW switch.
And he would have stayed at WCW if they would have kept him. So, but Ole Anderson told him he would never draw a diamond ever. Like he would never make money in wrestling when he was working at WCW, and told him basically they sent him out the door, and he went straight up to New York, and rest is history. So
that was probably Vince's best move. Like it seemed stupid. It didn't seem like it would work, but it worked, and it worked really fucking good. That's my favorite like Vince McMahon decision probably of all time, bro.
In fact, you could almost put him in that category of what we were talking before of like guys that make silly work, because it is kind of a silly fucking gimmick.
It's bad.
Yeah, like he had
not
that
many
match at WrestleMania. What was that? WrestleMania 10. He wrestled the giant Elegante and that whole suit and stuff. Like it's all goofy, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that would work, but Taker was so over.
Yeah,
still over.
He's a mystical man. Like it's like, oh god, but he's badass, great wrestler.
Yeah.
It worked on me. I still respect it. He doesn't come off as goofy to me.
Yeah, I like when he was doing the Ministry of Darkness stuff, when he started going that way, like starting out like Bad Blood 97 when they did the first Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels and Taker, and then Kane came in and ripped the cell door off. That whole storyline going forward and stuff that Undertaker had with Mankind, all that stuff was that was money. That was all money.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one of the top. You want to? Do you have a go-to top 5?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of old school guys. I mean,
Yeah.
Bret Hart's probably my number one.
Yeah.
Scott Hall is probably my number two. Scott Hall is like, he's like one of the best workers ever, man, and just never
He's high
got
on my list first.
Yeah.
that push, man. He's got some of the best punches in the world. Even though I think The Rock stole his style and his punches, like if you just watch him work, his punches are beautiful. Like the guy's just
They are.
talented.
His charisma's through the roof too, bro.
Yeah, yeah. My third will probably be like Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody to me is like one of
That's
the
a fucking good pick.
man. He's like one of the toughest big guys ever, and like he was just like what you saw is what you got. Like people feared him that worked with him, feared with him everywhere. He was just, just the beast. My number 4 would probably be Hogan. And I say that because you have to pay the man so much respect for what he did for the business, because it wouldn't be where it was without him, really. His technical work, he doesn't have technical work. He didn't need it. He had everything else, right?
Yeah.
So you have to give him that. And then Flair would probably be my number 5 because he's kind of that same style, and he brought the business up. So
Yeah. Solid 5, man.
yeah,
Solid
for sure.
5.
But yeah, man, there's so many great people.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like I like watching like old matches. If you watch like old Japanese matches in the 80s with like Stan Hansen versus like Terry Funk, they would beat the living hell out of each other. And it was just it's brutal, man. Brutal.
Yeah, fucking Brody with his chain smacking people in the audience and New Japan, dude. That shit was crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then they did that like that kind of toned down version of Bruiser Brody with Huss.
Yeah. He would always come out here doing that. Yeah.
He was such a copy of Bruiser Brody, but not as badass. He did not get over, really.
Yeah, Al Snow tells a good story about Bruiser Brody on YouTube. You should watch. And Al Snow came into a territory and he had to work a handicap match again. And he was like scared to death.
Yeah,
because he said the week before, he dropped that knee on people, and the guy that worked him the week before, he was like sternum and stuff, and like just took him out of commission for a while. So he was scared to death going in the ring with him. And he didn't tell him anything too, because the old style is so like when you're in the back of like an arena or wherever and you're doing a show, promoter tells you, okay, you're working him, you're going over, right? If it's the guy that's been there the longest, you're supposed to go to him, introduce yourself, and ask him, what do you want to do? You don't tell him, hey, I want to do this spot or that spot. That's disrespectful, right? You go and you because he's calling the match, and Al talks about that. He just tells them basically nothing. So just tell them to listen. So you know how he was opening the match, how they're closing the match, and that's pretty much it.
He's like, I'm in for a ride now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Al Snow is one that bugs me out of his post WWF. I don't know if I'd call it career, but he bugs me out, bro. Because I'm watching Al Snow in WWF, and I've always thought he was, he was Job Squad. I always felt he was like kind of a jobber, kind of a goon. He was never like in great shape and never particularly good on the mic at all. I didn't think much of Al Snow, honestly, for most of his career. And then I see this motherfucker in his post career with his YouTube content, and he looks as good as he's ever fucking looked.
Oh yeah.
And he's kicking such knowledge, and he's so well spoken.
Yeah.
Dude, where's this fucking guy back when you needed it? Like,
yeah.
Well, he's from Ohio, right?
Earlier, my guy.
Yeah, he's from Ohio. He did this gimmick where he was like the Moon Man for a while. And that's pretty fascinating. And he could do like that. He can almost do like Lucha Libre style shit, bro. Really, but
his ECW
over in
work
ECW. When he was in ECW, bro, he was over like Rover, dude. He had that head gimmick.
Stevie Richards is like that too. Even in ECW, he was over, but now he's got a lot of YouTube stuff. He looks in great shape. He's got a video gaming channel on YouTube, and he's still a pretty good worker too. So.
Interesting. Will the Beast. What up, Big Will? Sunday, Will. Sunday. Me and the young man, Will, gonna kick it on on the Hero and the Kid channel Sunday. Yep, and that's right, Puff. That's what fucked up Mass Transit when he approached New Jack. He was like, all right, I want to do this. I want to do that. You don't tell a coked up New Jack anything.
No, you never asked the guy to get you color either. So you got your own gig. You do your own blading. You don't let somebody do that for you.
Bro,
So.
he fucking carved like a pig, dude.
Yep.
It shows like close.
Watch it.
Yeah, it was all the way across too. Yep.
Because he says he goes, I jigged him once, and the kid was like 17, right? He goes, I jigged him once, no color. I jigged him again, nothing. So he's like, all right, I'm really gonna. This guy's tough to make color happen and shit. So that's when he just fucking really got into it, dude, and carved his whole shit. Fucked him up bad.
Yeah, I almost got ECW shut down too because the guy was underage and all that.
Yeah,
it caused a whole panic.
Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta hear the midget tell it, bro. Though the little guy, shit, because he talks with like a wicked New England accent. So I'm just like, I love this guy.
Yeah, I gotta sit down and watch that one this weekend.
Yeah,
I finished the Benoit one last weekend, so I need to watch that one.
Yeah, it's not as much counter as the Benoit stuff. It's much more kind of comical because when you hear New Jack tell it too, he don't give a fuck. So it's like it's all funny.
I watched a lot of New Jack shoot interviews, and they're always highly entertaining.
Oh yeah,
highly entertaining.
Yeah. Well, we did it, man. We did a solid. This was a powerful hour. This was how the power hour got down. You know, Big Shaq, you're gonna do some comic book wrestling in a little while. Man. You in the hunt?
I'm gonna represent for NWO. You know what I mean? Like, bring it, you fucking motherfuckers, and Justin from Two Brothers and Tony. And, yeah, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, very exciting, bro. This was so dope. Kicking it with you, bro. Glad you're on. I think we just naturally, comfortably kick it. NW. This is how NW. This is when you know someone's NWO, dude. We just get right into it. Yeah, when you can pivot between comics and pro wrestling, shit, bro, you can't get better than that, right, Big? That's NW all day.
Nah, dude, you're official, brother. I'm gonna have to get you on my channel next.
Yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate you guys inviting me on. And tomorrow, if anybody wants to, tomorrow at 11 a.m., I'm doing a stream on my channel. I'm giving away a omnibus, the X-Force, Uncanny X-Force omnibus that just came out a few weeks ago. So still time to enter that. Yeah, just you got to go to my channel and leave Uncanny X-Force omnibus or giveaway, excuse me, on one of my videos as a comment, and get a chance to win, man.
Yeah, sleep. If you people haven't read it, that's one of my favorite X-Men universe period reads. Fire. So good shit, man. Thank you again. Big Jack, any closing words? Anything coming up?
Yeah, bro. Catch me on the hunt. I'm gonna battle these sucker punk motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my belt. You know what I mean? Try to at least. I appreciate Big first edition comics, dude. It was a fun time, brother. I look forward to hanging out with you later. Big Madness as usual, brother. It's always fun with you, man. I enjoy these episodicals. Gives me a little relief, you know. Have fun.
Watch your top 50 from earlier today. Watch your top 50.
Yeah, go check my top 50 out. If you don't mind, leave a comment. Even if my 50 sucks, say, yo, it sucked. Or say it was all right. I don't give a fuck, bro. I just want to see. I've been promoting comments because it's like, yo, I don't get none, so might as well try.
Nice. Yeah, I only caught like the last 4 books. Like you were already showing the big bangers by the time I tuned in.
Yeah, when you come in, he had the Iron Man up, and he was just going full promo at that point.
I know it went off the rails at the end because he's pulling out bangers. He's telling, "Suck my dick."
Yeah. Yeah,
hey, bro.
Big dick comics, big dick this, big dick that.
Yeah. If I can't entertain myself, then fuck it. You know, I fucking enjoy watching it.
It doesn't come off like you. It doesn't come off like you're dissing the viewer, but your logic would tell you to. And he's like, "Yeah, I got big cap. Suck my dick." Like,
Yeah.
Fuck your 50.
I don't know how to describe it, bro, but it's fucking hilarious. So I'm gonna have to check that out. The leading up to those books. And that's what's up. As far as myself, I don't know. I do have some things I want to like, almost like response type videos of. I got tagged by Asian Funk to do the quiz. It's like, are you a comic nerd quiz video with like some interesting questions. He shouted me out and tagged me, so I'm gonna try to make that this weekend. I'm gonna try to do a top 50 this weekend. So see how that goes. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mega Power Hour, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.